Shalom friends, Rabbi Cukierkorn from Temple Israel of Greater Kansas City tell you today about Parashat Behalotecha. In this parsha we learn about something very interesting about the manna, man, that God sent to the Jews to eat while they traveled for the 40 years in the desert. A well-known commentary interpretation about manna is that it tasted like anything you wanted it to taste like. I remember being a little kid in school, and the teachers told us that, and then I say, what do you think manna would taste like? What would you like it to taste like? And apparently everybody wanted the same thing, chocolate. Apparently the Israelites wanted something different, because they were complaining. In Bamidbar 11, chapter 11, verse 5, we read, they're complaining, they say, we remember the fish that we ate freely, and the cucumbers, and the watermelon, and the leeks, and the onions, and the garlic. You have to ask yourself, as Rashi tried to understand in his commentary, if manna tasted like everything, why were people complaining about the lack of fish and cucumbers and watermelons and leeks and onions and garlic? Rashi says the manna was transformed into everything except these very foods. And why? That was his explanation. The Sifrei, it's a book of Midrash, explains that the problem was, and says, Rabbi Shimon said, why was the manna transformed into everything but these specific foods? It's because these foods are harmful to nursing mothers. Nowadays, we tell a woman, we do not eat garlic or onions for the baby's sake. This is compared to a king who placed his son under the tutelage of a pedagogue who warned him against harmful food and drink. The son was angry with his father, saying that this is not because my father loves me, but because he does not want me to eat. That's the Sifri. Throughout the centuries, different cultures have had their own different lists of what was and wasn't good for nursing mothers to eat. For instance, in the 3rd century, mothers were told to keep away from those foods I just mentioned because they would cause adverse reactions on the mother's milk. What about our own days? Is it true today? Is it still true today? Let's start with fish. In our days, nursing mothers are told to stay away from eating large amounts of fish due to the level of mercury that it may contain. Cucumbers and some other vegetables are thought to make some babies irritable. Watermelon is a fruit that helps increase the mother's fluid intake, and so now it's considered nonsense. Bobemai says, old wives' tale, to tell nursing mothers not to eat it. What about leeks and onions and garlic? Are still known to change the taste of the mother's milk. Some babies may get fussy if the milk tastes different than what they are used to. According to La Leche League, in Italy, nursing mothers are told to stay away from garlic, while in India, the moms are told to eat garlic as it may actually boost the mother's milk supply. Today, mothers that are nursing are told to eat all healthy foods and to only stop eating a specific food, often one or more of those in the list I just gave you, if it bothers the baby, not as a matter of fact. Instead of appreciation all the foods that the manna could have tasted like, according to this midrash, the children of Israel craved these 6 foods that they could not have and complain. We must learn the lesson here that we can't always have everything, and we must be thankful and appreciative for what we do have. It says in Pirkei Avot, Ezehu Ashir, who is rich? Asamech bechelko, the one who is happy with what he or she has. Shabbat Shalom from Temple Israel in Kansas City. Bye-bye.